Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners Zoom meeting for Tuesday, February 9th, 2021. I am Chairman Rick Vest. With me this morning are Commissioners Roma Amundson, Commissioner Krista Yoakum, and Commissioner Sean Flowerday. Would you stand up and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Clerk, please begin the meeting.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available in room 112. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021.
Move approval. Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Shore is not present.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yoakum, Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Number 2 are claims. 2A is an amendment to the payroll claims previously reported on February 2nd, 2021.
Move approval to the amendment to the payroll claims.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the payroll claims. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 2B is approval of all claims processed through February 9th, 2021.
Move approval of the all claims processed.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve all claims. Please call the roll.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Next is number 3, consent items. These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner or by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there's an exception, these items will be approved as one with a single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are approval of utility permit number 2069, allowing Unite Private Network to install new communication cable due to a county bank stabilization project located on West Panama Road and Southwest 54th Street at no cost to the county. Amendments to the following county contracts: C-20-77 with Cashwa Distributing Company for food products and distribution with related equipment, supplies, and services. C-20-202 with Technion LLC for furniture, installation, and related products and services. C-17-46 with American Fence and Lincoln for unit price fencing services. C-17-47 with Empire Fence and Netting for unit price fencing services. Right-of-way contracts with the following: Kenneth and Judith White, Northwest 112th Street and West Rock Creek Road, in the amount of $404. Richard E. and Verna R. Berry, West Branch Oak Road and Highway 79, in the amount of $1,241. Benjamin and Malin Hain, Northwest 112th Street and West Agnew Road, in the amount of $1,660. Patricia Schmidt, Living Trust, Northwest 105th Street and Highway 34, in the amount of $2,269. Timothy L. Ward, Northwest 105th Street and Highway 34, in the amount of $195. Received and placed on file the following reports for January 2021. County Clerk, Clerk of the District Court, and Assessor Register of Deeds.
Move approval of the consent items.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent items. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Next is number 4, new business. 4A is proclaiming February 23rd, 2021 as 4-H Achievement Day.
Do we have a proclamation, Dan?
We do. Would you like me to read that?
I would like you to read
Okay.
that, yes.
Whereas 4-H is America's largest youth development organization with nearly 6 million youth participants, and whereas 4-H in Lancaster County engages over 20,000 youth through clubs, school, enrichment, and after-school programs, and is supported by nearly 1,000 volunteers. And whereas 4-H provides an opportunity for all young people and helps them to get equal access to resources they need to thrive. And whereas 4-H provides young people with community, mentors, and learning opportunities to develop the skills they need to create positive change in their lives and communities. And whereas Lancaster County 4-H is delivered by University of Nebraska-Lincoln Extension in cooperation with Lancaster County government, now therefore the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners does hereby proclaim February 23rd, 2021 as 4-H Achievement Day and encourages residents of our community to learn more about the achievements of youth as part of the Lancaster County 4-H Youth Development Program.
We have some distinguished guests this morning that I'd like to hear from, and any day the board hears from our friend Karen is a good day for us. So Karen, if you would address this at this time?
Well, absolutely. What a nice introduction. You just made my day, I think. So thank you so much for, first of all, allowing us to be on this morning as well and participating via Zoom. We did appreciate that. So we just are here today to, I guess, ask for you to proclaim February 23rd as 4-H Achievement Day. And with me today is Tracy Anderson, who of course knows leaps and bounds more than I do about our 4-H program, as she is their fearless leader. So great to see all of you, and I'm going to turn it over to Tracy to just maybe report a little bit about the 4-H program.
Yeah, well, good morning all. I just have a little bit I thought I could share. First of all, I want to just begin by thanking you for supporting Lancaster County 4-H. Because of your support, we're able to reach over 17,000 young people during 2020 and COVID. So, because COVID really required us to learn how to reimagine and deliver virtual programs, and then alter our in-person programs as well. And of course, these programs take place during 4-H club meetings, hands-on workshops, school enrichment programs, and of course the Lancaster County Super Fair. So just again, thank you for proclaiming February 23rd as Lancaster County 4-H Achievement Celebration Day. We just definitely appreciate it. And if anyone is interested in attending this virtual event, just please let me or Karen know, and we'll be happy to share connecting information.
Thank you
So
both.
thank you.
Roma.
Well, I just would like to I would like to acknowledge the great work that 4-H you 4-H leaders and extension folks do in the county. It really does touch a lot of people's lives, and it encourages interest in agriculture, in personal care, in personal leadership, and just in so many different aspects of young people's lives. And what you're doing is just a great thing. So I wanted to thank you for the leadership that you two show, as well as to your team. Thank you.
Very nice.
Thanks, Roma. That was a generous comments there. And it is a great team. This 4-H group here is just amazing. That right now we have 2 folks out delivering. I believe it's delivering eggs. Tracy,
Yep.
you can help there, but for the next round of the embryology program. So, that you all probably know, but that is a core curriculum piece for Lincoln Public Schools, but that is also available in every or it's happening in every Lancaster County school. And so they're out delivering eggs for the next go around here. So we don't want any more snow days because it deterred the little third graders from watching the chicks really hatch in person. Of course, we have a virtual setup here at the office of hatching going on. So hopefully they were still able to watch virtually with that here a few weeks ago, I guess it was. But hopefully now the snow isn't going to make that change, and they'll be able to watch that in their classrooms. So it's fun. Go on Egg Cam if you want to watch as well. That is, it's a little addictive. I'll sit there for a long time just waiting for this one egg to hatch, but it's very cool to watch. So we're excited about that program.
Very good. I would entertain a motion at this time.
As a former 4-H'er, I'm proud to move approval of this proclamation.
I'll second that.
Very good. Look how well you turned out, Krista. There's an advertisement for the program right there. So the more kids we have involved in 4-H and activities like that, the fewer problems we'll have in some of our other programs. So thank you all. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
You're muted, Sean.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Thank you, ladies.
And thank you. Stay safe.
B is
Absolutely.
in agreement with the Shimmer Associates, Inc. for professional design services for the expansion to the Election Commission building at 601 North 46th Street. The cost shall not exceed $83,600.
Good morning, Commissioners. Karen Peterson, Property Management. Thanks for giving the opportunity to bring this to you this morning. Attached to your agenda is the actual agreement for professional services, but also the proposal from the firm outlining the scope of the services. This project came about per recommendation number 3 in our newly adopted 2020-2030 facility study. The Election Commission is out of space for a number of reasons. The increase in in-person voting has created a situation where it's very difficult for them to handle the numbers of people coming in, and certainly to do that where they are socially distant. The build out would include bumping out a portion of the west part of the building and a portion of the north part of the building to accommodate the functions that I just mentioned. You know, this is the strong building in the center part of Lincoln. I think that to do a remodel for this building rather than to do site search and look for a new location is the appropriate route to go. Shimmer Associates, actually the lead architect on here, Pat Birch, came to visit me at my offices shortly after I started working for Lancaster County and expressed some interest to do business with us. She and her firm were also one of the respondents to the RFP, and her group scored very well on this RFP. So this is a new firm that I'll be working with. I think this is a great project to kick that off. It's all inclusive. They will do their own civil engineering part. A lot of times that's something that gets subcontracted out. And I will say that when I look at this project, probably the most challenging piece is going to be the civil engineering part to make certain that we have the traffic flow patterns that is going to work for the Election Commission. We're going to be displacing a little bit of the parking, and as soon as we are further along with the design, obviously we will need to be speaking with the County Treasurer's Office as well, who shares that large parking lot between that building and Department of Motor Vehicles. This rate of $83,600 was a negotiated rate. This was not their original proposal. I feel that this is fair given the scope. I've got plenty of experience with other professional service providers with other projects, and I'm comfortable with this dollar amount for the scope of the project. And just as a reminder, the opinion of cost lifted again directly from our facility study is $795,000. I'd be glad to answer any questions about either the amendment or the agreement, the proposal, or the project itself.
Any questions for Karen?
Karen, what was I know I've asked this before, what was the original quoted price on this project?
For the professional services agreement,
Yeah.
it was $10,000 more, so it was $93,600.
Thank you for negotiating that down. When do you think that we'll get the services, the professional design services completed?
Well, they've got, the election commissioner has an optimal construction window of after the city elections and by the end of the year. That might be a little bit tight, but we are moving forward. In fact, she is going to be out there with her team doing 3D photographs tomorrow all day. They're going to be on site, so they're kind of locked and loaded. They're waiting for a signature. We will be circling back, certainly working with the Election Commission, but also the Department of Motor Vehicles to make sure that this is a smooth build out. But we're going to.
We lost Karen.
Well, I would move approval of the agreement.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to reach this agreement with Schemmer Associates. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes, thank you, Karen.
Motion carries 4-0. 4C is a request for an exceptional circumstance award under Personnel Rule 17-9, Bracket B, for Stacy Junker, Court Servicer Supervisor, for a one-step pay increase.
And
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Troy Hawk. I'm the clerk of the district court, and this is my item. Stacy Junker was brought in to run my mental health board about 9 months ago, and she's done nothing but exceed and excel in that position since we brought her on. And I would like to show her our appreciation by giving her an out-of-cycle step increase. And I would welcome any questions or comments you all might have for me at this time.
Troy, can you tell us a little bit about what the responsibilities with the mental health board are? Just give us a little flavor of that.
Sure. The mental health board is actually a 3-member board that reviews individuals in the community who have been, there's a question whether they're a danger to themselves or others. The clerk of the district court maintains all the records and issues all the warrants for the mental health board. So in essence, the county attorney, if they believe somebody's a danger to themselves or others, brings down the warrant or brings down the petition for the warrant to us. We process that, get it to either a judge or the chair of the board and issue that warrant. And then Stacy also ensures all the board members know when the meetings are going to be. They're typically 2 times a week. She runs all those warrants. Right now with the pandemic, people are working odd schedules from different places. She runs those warrants all over town to get them signed by the right people and then back to the sheriff's office so people can be taken into emergency protective custody. When we hired her into this position about 9 months ago, she reworked our entire training program. She's in a 1-deep position. So anytime she's not available or not able to come into the office, she's trained the people that are available to do that job in her place. She's also changed how the county board writes their orders during the hearings. There are times where that board starts at noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon and stays there till 6, 7 o'clock at night. She's revamped how the orders are written that the board members have to sign and really has cut hours off of some of those meetings because she changes how she can get those orders written and approved in a much more timely fashion. So that board meets twice a week. Stacy works 5, 6, 7 days a week in order to make sure that board can do what they need to do.
Very good. Stacy, I'd offer you the opportunity to address the board if you'd like to.
Troy pretty much put it all out there for you. I work hand in hand with the deputy county attorney and the public defender. When I came on board, a lot of it was still paper, and I did everything I could to put it all digital, which cut back a lot and made it a lot easier, especially with the pandemic. And like Troy said, I do work a lot of evening hours and on the weekends just to make sure that it's easier for everyone else. During this pandemic and while we've been on Teams, I can't go into the office on certain days. So I've moved half of my office over to the crisis center just to make it easier for everyone else so that we can still do what we need to do. So I work half at the district court, or I guess a third at district court, a third at home, and then a third at the crisis center. So in all, it all works, but it's been fun.
I'd like to add that I haven't seen Stacy in person for probably 3 months. I talk with her on the phone maybe once a week, and I do not worry about the job she's doing. I've turned it over to her, and she lets me know if I need to know something, and otherwise she runs that thing like a Swiss clock.
Well, Stacy, excuse me.
Go ahead, Roma.
Yeah, well, Stacy, it sounds like you are certainly an innovative and an ambitious and a selfless servant of the county. And so we certainly do appreciate what it is that you do.
Thank you.
I would move that we approve the request for an exceptional circumstances award.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion, commissioners? Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Troy, for such a good hire. Thank you, Stacy, for adding so much to our county. Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Thank you both.
D is
Thank you.
Hey, thank you, everybody.
D is a request for an exceptional circumstance award under Personnel Rule 17-9, bracket B, for a $500 award to Jennifer Ryan, Administrative Aide 2.
Our friend Sarah Hoyle is here this morning along with Jenny. Sarah?
Good morning. Sarah Hoyle, Director of Lincoln Lancaster Human Services. Well, I am proud today to be here in front of you with Jenny Ryan. Jenny is our Admin Aide 2 for our office, and all of you have worked at length with our office, so you know Jenny is the glue, the leader that kind of holds us all together and keeps everything in place. Jenny, like other outstanding employees during the pandemic, went above and beyond and moved everything online that we needed in order for our kids to fulfill their diversion requirements, in order for people who needed assistance to apply for that assistance online. Everything went virtually. And then you also know that our office has a number of meetings, and Jenny has been involved in scheduling those meetings, making sure that the word got out. We were fortunate enough to have our community plan due during the pandemic. We were fortunate enough to have grant review happen during the pandemic. And Jenny was able to navigate Zoom, to put people into breakout rooms, and just to make all of this happen, so we didn't skip a beat at all. But in addition to all of the functions that she usually does with our office, just moving them virtually now, she also stepped up and took the leadership role in a statewide conference that we were planning. And initially the conference was supposed to be in person. When the pandemic happened, we went back and forth. Should we have this conference? Shouldn't we? And Jenny stepped up and volunteered to do it virtually and be the coordinator of that. So what that meant was it was 5 days with 3 sessions running concurrently most of the time, speakers from the national and local level that she was coordinating, running contracts with, and then getting everybody registered, making sure that everything went well, and learning the virtual platform herself, but well enough to train every speaker that we had on it. So I know some of you attended the conference. The county received a number of compliments on the work that was done, and Jenny was the one that made it successful behind the scenes. So with that today, I'm asking for your approval for the Exceptional Circumstance Award and the $500 that goes with it.
Well, Jenny, I got tired just listening to all the work you did for us this year. Is there anything you'd like to add to Sarah's comments?
Yeah, I mean, this whole pandemic period of time has just been a really big learning experience and growth period, for our office, but also, personally learning technologies that I wasn't familiar with before, and, being able to put on another successful conference. This is the third time our county has put on this conference, and it's always a really big job, but it's always so rewarding. So I'm just glad that I can be such an integral part of it.
Thank you so much for your efforts. Commissioners?
Jenny, you were always clutch before the pandemic. You've been absolutely invaluable over this last year. Thank you for the work you've done.
Thank you.
And Jenny, you are just a really patient person, and you seem to never be flustered. So that's great.
Well, I was going to say it's been my experience that not only is Jenny extremely thorough in the work that she does, but she anticipates where there might be a glitch in the future, or she anticipates another need. And that's invaluable. And when I was the co-chair of the New Americans Task Force, that was extremely valuable to me. And I know you do that in all of your work.
And by the way, that was a very well-run conference.
I would entertain a motion.
I would move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Best.
Yes. Thank you both so much for all you do.
Motion carries 4-0. 4E is a letter of interest to the Nebraska Department of Transportation regarding application to its Economic Opportunity Program for paving Southwest 42nd Street near Hallam, Nebraska.
Pam Dingman, it's another great day to be county engineer. So you've heard me talk to you about the Transportation Innovation Act several times as far as the County Bridge Match program, but the Transportation Innovation Act has another component, which was an economic development component. We have not used that component to date. This is a program through NDOT that is not federally funded. However, it does supply up to $500,000 of funding for infrastructure improvements associated with economic development. And as the commissioners are aware, Monolift has been proposing a addition to their existing plant that meets these criteria. The initial step of this is a letter of support from the local jurisdiction. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen just for a moment so that everyone can see where we're talking about. We're talking about an area that is just north of Hallam. And what we'd like to do for the Monolift project is to pave Southwest 42nd Street. And we're trying to decide if we want to wrap around and get this little piece of Pella Road just past the railroad tracks, because there's another facility to the north, and this would stabilize our gravel. So we're excited to bring this project forward. Again, this is step one. Step two is some additional agreements and some estimations as far as who pays for what. We would not be able to afford to pave this project without this grant. And so I'm excited. This is one more funding opportunity for us to get some more paved roads in Lancaster County.
Very good. We appreciate you bringing this before us, Pam. An exciting opportunity for us.
It is.
Any questions, commissioners?
Great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Move approval.
Good thing. I second that.
Any comments? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Very positive step for our county.
F is disclosure and rejection of terrorism insurance coverage for the property located at 2202 South 11th Street.
Is there any discussion on this? Otherwise, I would entertain a motion.
I would move approval. I think we can do without terrorism coverage on Trayford Hall.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. G is FEMA acknowledgement of receipt of flood insurance policies for the following properties: 500 West O Street, 443 Cherry Creek Road, Building C, and 444 Cherry Creek Road.
I believe this is an item that we have evaluated and decided that we do not need. We are telling FEMA that we are adequately covered on these properties. Is there any further discussion on this item? I would entertain a motion.
I would move that we acknowledge the receipt. Is that what we need to do? Or that,
You've got it, Roma. That's it.
okay, yeah, I just move that we acknowledge the receipt of the flood insurance policies.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. H is a letter of support, Community Health Endowment Board of Center Points, for Center Point's renovation of Trafford Hall.
Absolutely. I move approval.
Second. Roma beat me to it.
It's always a race when it comes to these things, right?
Yep, absolutely.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. I are documents regarding the issuance of bonds by the county for the benefit of Christian retirement homes doing business as Eastmont. This includes issuer's closing certificate, authentication order, bond trust indenture, loan agreement, tax compliance agreement.
Yeah, this one's been in front of us several times during the process.
I would move approval of these documents.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Next is number 5, update on COVID-19 and Lancaster County response.
I have no information other than we continue, the process at Pinnacle Bank Arena continues to give vaccinations to citizens in our community. All indications are we're doing what we intended to do there, and kudos to everyone who's making that work so well.
When we have the vaccines, we're doing great.
Yeah.
Next is number 6, legislative update.
I'm not aware of anything at this time. I haven't had anything brought to my attention.
Number 7 is
I have nothing additional, Commissioner.
Thank you, Dave.
Number 7 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
And I am not seeing anyone on Zoom nor in the chamber. I would just make one comment, and that is that it wasn't all that long ago that my friends and I were playing pickleball at Peterson Park in our shorts. The roads were clear and dry, and we were all outdoors enjoying very mild weather. In the 2.5, 3 weeks since that time, we've seen enormous amounts of snowfall, very cold temperatures, and yet here we are today with roads that are clear and we can move about. Just want to thank all of those who worked so hard, the folks in our engineering department led by Pam, and the folks in Lincoln and LTU led by Elizabeth. These are not easy jobs. The record snowfall, it's not a simple matter to clean it out, and those folks were getting up while we were still at home in bed. They were leaving their homes, doing their work, working long days. And I just want to thank all of those who were involved in making that happen. I know we'll continue to grow and improve in that process. And for those who have to be out in this weather, take good care of yourselves. I see no further public comment.
Well said. Thank you very much.
Next is announcements. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, February 11th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a public hearing on Thursday, February 11th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building regarding County Text Amendment number 20008 to amend Article 13-048, Sections G through J, and other amendments through Article 13-048 as necessary for harmonization and consistency of the Lancaster County zoning regulations regarding commercial wind energy conversion systems. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting via Zoom on Tuesday, February 16th, 2021 at 9 a.m. with the Board of Equalization immediately following. County Commissioners can reach at 402-441-7447 or commission@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on Link TV City. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on Link TV and can be viewed on YouTube.
I move that we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
Motion carries 4-0.
Dan, I get in front of you.